International Affair on the Cut Channel Radio. Simone Amelia here with Dizzy Wright. You don't look too dizzy. You look pretty like stable right now.
That's why I got the shades on.
Yeah. I was gonna say you look pretty well put together right now.
The shades are keeping me
from spinning out.
Yeah,
I know you're giving me like classic Eazy-E right now. So speaking of classic, your uncle is Layzie Bone,
yes.
Which is insane to me because if you come from Australia or New Zealand, Bone Thugs and Harmony, I don't know if you know, are treated like royalty out there.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Yes. Like they will still go out there and their shows will sell out quicker than a Wiz Khalifa or an artist right now. No, they are put on a pedestal and revered, especially in New Zealand.
As they should.
As they should be, wow. Exactly. So he's on the album that's coming up, your uncle.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about, were you in the studio together? Like how
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
We've been, he seen me when I got with Funk Volume.
Is he your play uncle or he's your blood uncle?
No, I wouldn't say play uncle, but he's not my blood uncle.
Okay.
My mom and him had a relationship long before I was even, so that's kind of like where that
family. So that's
from.
Family now.
Yeah. But he's just, since I got with Funk Volume, he's just kind of been watching what I've been doing, and he's kind of been seeing, and he like, let me know when you ready for me to, do stuff for you. Yeah. And I just been waiting for the right time. I wanted to make sure I had already did what I needed to do, so when I put him on some shit, it resonated the way it needed to, But he came to the studio. He drove like 4 hours. Came. I think he came. He smoked a couple blunts and shit. Hopped right up in the booth and killed it.
Yeah.
Was a professional about it.
Had you seen him in that light before? Had you ever seen him recording before?
Yeah. Bone actually, one summer, I think I was 14, they wanted to do like a new Bone Thugs and Harmony. Like, they wanted to do like a little Bone Thugs and Harmony. They was going to call it Mighty Mo Thug 5. It's going to be me, my brother, Layzie Bone's son, J Bone, this kid named 3, and one of J Bone's cousins.
Oh, okay.
It was going to be us 5. So they sent us
so
to...
So you had the crew ready?
Yeah, we had a crew.
We
went to Arizona. We was in the studio with them working on shit. But we wasn't working with them, but they had gave us some beats and told us to get some shit.
Yeah.
There was a Studio A, B, and C. And in Studio A was Cassidy and Swiss Beats. And Studio B was Bone. And they had us in a little studio.
What city was this in?
Arizona.
Oh, in Arizona.
Yeah.
Cassidy and Swiss Beats. That's interesting.
Yeah, they had, I don't know why we went out there. It was so hot.
Yeah,
it was so
that's
hot.
Very interesting.
But we kind of dropped the ball. Like,
how old were you? 14?
14.
Okay, yeah, that's hard.
But my little brother at the time was 11, and then
was he the Michael Jackson of the Jackson 5?
Yeah, he was. He was the baby.
Oh, he was, okay.
And then J Bone's a little younger than me. We was just young. Like, J Bone had got the little BB gun and shot the backboard and shattered the backboard. And Layzie was like, y'all little niggas is bad. Y'all gotta go back home.
Whose idea was it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Somebody, I think Layzie came to my mom and was just like, you should send the kids to come out for the summer to,
oh, that's cool.
And that was actually the only time something like that had happened, where they tried to like, because everybody a part of the Mo Thug family raps or sings.
Yeah.
So Bone can't do everything for everybody. You gotta kind of create your path. They've been saying that shit for years,
Yeah.
But this was the first time where they kind of went out their way to try something, and we went out there and kind of dropped the ball.
But you were young.
We were super young. And
weren't smoking
at the
weed
time, no. And at the time, I had my head on straight. I wanted to do the shit.
Yeah.
So I kind of had an experience taken away from me a little bit. So I was kind of like
a little salty about that.
I was a little salty.
Yeah, you were a little salty. Were you supposed to be rapping in a classic Bone Thugs way too? Like, was that kind of encouraged?
Not really. It was, but we all kind of had that flow a little bit. Like,
you were a little influenced,
but
of course.
3 was one of the producer's little nephews, and he was from New Orleans, and he had a real New Orleans style,
Yeah.
And But of course, J-Bone, Layzie son, me and my brother, we was all like trying to flip them words, you know?
Yeah. Wow. Well, you know, I mean, obviously you've kept ties, which is the main thing.
Yeah.
And Layzie, and is Crazy on the album as well?
Crazy is on the album.
Okay, that's great.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Things come full circle.
They do.
They definitely do. So, let's get into Train Your Mind.
Okay.
Talk about the inspiration behind that track, and we'll play it.
Okay. Train Your Mind is just me trying to, you know, help shape the culture a little bit. I'm trying to get people to want to be better yous, you know. Train your mind. Start with that. I kind of train my mind to run on this platform and create a better platform for myself. But it started with me focusing.
Would you say you're disciplined? Have you become disciplined?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've even been I'm a little more educated about discipline.
Yeah.
I think the word discipline, it can just be like, somebody can look at it as being tied down to something or under some type of spell. It's not that. You just gotta learn it a little bit.
Yeah.
You learn how to utilize it a little better. So.
Train your mind. Did you ever do anything like that? No, that was good. Like martial arts or anything kind of that you had to stick to in terms of training?
Well, I'm doing yoga now.
You are doing yoga now?
Yeah, I do a lot of yoga.
I tried yoga. I did it once and I just couldn't, like my attention span, and I couldn't do it.
My label mate Swizz is the first person who took me to yoga. He took me to hot yoga.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Bikram yoga?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was an experience.
Yeah.
I was like, but yoga is also about kind of like how it's given to you. So like, you have to kind of accept it a certain kind of way, you know. So I think I was just at a point in my life where I met the right yoga teacher. You know, my yoga teacher, he kind of like has his own style, you know.
He has his own yoga swag going on.
Yeah, and like he plays like little instrumental, so it's not dead silent. Or I mean, even in yoga, they play like the little smooth yoga music, you know.
As with anything, the teacher is so important.
Yeah, man, I got a great fucking teacher, man. He is.
There you go. Shout him out. Where's he at? Oh, you want to keep him secret?
I want to keep him secret. I even told him, I'm like, bro, I want to give you a shout out on Facebook. But then I might not be able to come back. I'm like,
oh yeah, because that would be crazy.
I don't want all my fans to be coming and taking me out of what I go there for.
Which is, why do you go there now? How long have you been doing it for?
To train my mind.
Yeah.
I've been doing it now for, I would say, a good 5 months solid.
Okay.
Solid.
Wow, that's impressive. How often do you get? You're on the road a lot though, like.
But I've been home a lot before I've been on the road.
Okay.
So I was going 3 or 4 times.
You might have to take him on the road or something.
Man, something. I'm like, man, he's super cool though. But his name's Dre. Shout out to Dre.
Shout out Dre. That's all the information we're gonna get.
That's all I can get though, cause man, I just wouldn't want to pop up at yoga and just you know have a line of people there.
You know what you should do once you get some like real kind of time in it? Hit up Russell Simmons and be like, yo, I'm coming to yoga with you.
Man,
like,
that would be lovely.
Yeah.
I know he'd be on this show.
I think he would be like, hell yeah. I used to do my radio show with DJ Green Lansing.
Okay.
And he told me the funniest story of one day Russell called him up like, yo, I'm taking you to yoga.
Yeah.
And Green was like, huh? Like at the time Green wasn't into fitness at all. He said, but nah, Russell Simmons took him to yoga and it was amazing.
It's crazy because my weed man put me on this yoga class. That's just how universal the world is, you know. Like, so I be putting I understand, and I could definitely see Russell being that way, cause I'm even that way, you know. Now I'm like, I had to pull my best friend Moski and tell him like, hey, you just gotta come.
Oh, now you're putting people onto it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, obviously it's making you more flexible, which is always a good thing.
It works.
Yeah.
You know, you're not gonna be the yoga master when you go, you know what I mean? But you just got to be willing to struggle, willing to grow, and have a growth process.
Yeah. No, that's amazing. That's amazing. All right, so let's play Train Your Mind. Shout out to Dre, the yoga instructor, and we'll be back. Debut album was Smoke Out Conversations. Sophomore album is going to be called The Growing Process. What does that allude to? Obviously, it's got a little deeper meaning, the growing process. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I'm just inviting people to be a part of my growing process. So I'm putting this album out to like create the platform to always be able to put music out. You know, this is the album that I'm expecting to make people understand that when I'm getting ready to drop some shit, they about to get some jams. You about to get some little game. And I want niggas to be excited about, because I'm not going to shove no knowledge down nobody's throat.
No, you should never shove anything down anybody's throat. Rod knows. I'm going to throw in a little funny joke here and there. But yeah, exactly. I threw him off. He's like lost.
No, I'm like,
go get back to it.
Let's stay really,
Gotta love those Aussie chicks, man, but yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just inviting people into my growing process.
Yep. Well, speaking of your thought process, on a more serious note, I think your voice is one of the few valuable voices that actually give me hope for your generation in terms of being in hip hop nowadays and making a stand. No, absolutely. Yeah. You know, you were born in Flint, Michigan, and obviously Michigan is in the news a lot lately due to Mike Brown and Ferguson and that kind of being the kickoff for Black Lives Matter. Yeah. And you did the track I Need Answers in response to that. So do you think from that, did you test that out? Did you do something like that to just test the waters? Was it something you didn't even think, I got to put something like this out now? Have you wanted to grow and build on that type of angle?
No, that was all emotion.
Yeah.
It was in the moment emotion. Yeah. I think I put that out the day after I recorded it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't like planned or anything.
Yeah.
All my music is based off emotion, though.
Absolutely.
You know, how I'm feeling. That's why I can't really make music, you know, and put it out later in the year. Because I'm just like,
Oh, you don't want people like music.
I don't want to put out music if I'm not feeling that way anymore. You know what I mean? So I like to put it out when I'm feeling that way.
Oh, that's hard when because you have to be patient, I guess, sometimes when you're putting songs towards an album, as an example. That's why you do mixtapes, obviously, just to get more instant feedback.
Yeah, just so I can continue. Because it's more about the passion. I'm doing this more.
Yeah.
I said something on Facebook last night, like, I don't work hard for anybody to acknowledge me.
Yeah,
you know?
I saw
That's
that.
not why I really work hard. It's more my passion. I work hard because I enjoy it. Like, I enjoy making a lot of music. I enjoy putting those projects together and, you know, letting it do what it do, you know. But you do have to learn how to be patient. And like with this album had to be turned in 3 months before it even came out. So my album has been done for a while. We've been doing a lot for it.
Yeah.
But it's initially been done for a while.
But obviously it covers a lot of different emotions. It's not just you in one emotion, I'm assuming. Like it gives you a range of Dizzy Wright where you've been at.
Just how I see the world.
Yeah.
You know because I'm just not going to talk about anything I don't know about, you know? Like, so.
Are you a little, like, are you a little nerdy in the way, like I am, when you don't know something, do you make it your mission to figure it out and to find out what it is, or?
Yeah, if it's something that sparks something, like I don't just look at it and then be mad and like, you know, I definitely dig all the way into it because now everything is so tainted.
Yes.
You know, and everybody. And
so fly by night, everything.
And they play with the truth so much.
Yes.
You know, you got to know what's really. You gotta just do your homework sometimes.
Did you even think about, you know, to put a song out like I Need Answers, if you were to get a call for talk shows or to speak on important matters, do you feel equipped enough to speak on them at this point, or how do you feel about stuff like that?
I can speak on what I know. Yeah, I could definitely be put in any situation in life and be me, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I wouldn't try to speak on something that I don't know. I would give them some real Dizzy Wright feedback. You know, I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be politically correct.
You would do it if you felt it would be for the better.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, because I want to help shape the culture. So I wouldn't try to get on there and say anything that would, you know, work against us.
Yeah,
but
take it backwards.
if I see somebody on there trying to work against us, then I would approach that. So maybe me being put on them platforms might be good, because I wouldn't have no problem questioning.
Yeah. No, that's why I said I think your voice is needed, because for you to even say, as a young artist, I want to help shape the culture, is not something I hear often when I'm interviewing someone every week. Like, I just don't hear it often, because a lot of newer artists don't seem to, it's not a priority. To shape the culture is not a priority. But obviously, you come from a mother that loves the culture too, and pass that on to you.
And 3 brothers and a little sister.
And 3 brothers and a little sister.
Who are inspired by the culture.
Absolutely.
I got a daughter now.
Yeah.
Who's 4 years old. I was moved to Vegas when I was 4 years old.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm just looking at my life and I'm like, yo, you know, if I can help, I see how the culture works against us in an everyday life.
Yeah.
And I just don't think that's what people, and to say you don't care about that is to just be like, you don't care about your family members.
Absolutely. But it's funny, because a lot of artists have actually been told, like, as an example, I'm doing a thing called the Breakthrough Tour, where I'm actually taking artists like you when you're in New York City to speak to high school students, because I think it's super important.
Very cool.
And actually speak to you about bullying and peer pressure and drugs, and in an honest, open environment. But a lot of the labels that I spoke to about getting artists to do it were like, well, we don't want to take the artist there. We don't even trust them speaking. And I was like, wow, like, that is a shame.
You can hit up Dave anytime.
Yeah, no, we definitely,
what
next time you're back.
To?
Definitely.
It was a school out in Boston, a private school
out in Boston.
We went to a private school. That was my first time doing something.
No,
like
I think you're brilliant. I really think you're honest, and you know, making a song like I Need Answers, and just me reading over the lyrics and saying, how are we supposed to feel safe if you always act scared of us?
Yeah.
You know, come on, like, that's just so simple but so powerful.
Word.
And no, I'm really looking forward to hearing more music like that from you, because I think it's super important.
I'm glad you're embracing it.
No, I'm embracing it. So speaking of music, choose a track for me to get into that my DJ can play. Think of something that went down well in Australia. I mean, song-wise.
Song-wise?
Yeah, because he's my DJ in Australia. Like, what were the crowds loving?
The turn-up shit. They definitely love the thoughtful shit, but when that turn-up shit came on,
Yeah?
I mean, all the way. I think I crowd in Sydney.
Yeah.
I think I was in Sydney on my 22nd birthday.
Yeah.
And I fucking crowd. I jumped up on top of a speaker, and then I jumped up on top of another speaker. And I was like, yo, y'all gonna catch me? I was like, yo, if I jump, y'all gonna catch me? It was like, yeah, they was, man, I never seen people so hype, you know, and I jumped, I leaped, and they got me.
What song was it?
That I jumped to?
Yeah.
It's an old song, it's called Can't Trust Them.
Alright, so let's play that.
Can't Trust Them it is.
Yeah. Don't jump out the window right now. Alright. International affair. Dizzy Wright, thank you so much.
Thank you for having
Such
me.
a pleasure to interview you, and I really mean it when I say I think your voice is very needed in hip hop right now. So keep it up. Shout out to the Funk Volume guys and the Warner Brothers guys, Rod, my man.
We out here.
Music. Let's play DJ Leon Smith. Let's go.